Welcome, everyone, to the HorrorCast, episode 60. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Ray?
Ha 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 ha! We're back on horror.
I know, we haven't had HorrorCast in a while.
I know.
So, I'm so happy with this news, Chris. Go.
Okay, so we had some Halloween news. John Carpenter is returning to Halloween,
Thank God.
which is great. So basically what we have here is that the next installment of Halloween, this is coming from Bloody Disgusting, by the way.
Yes.
The next installment of Halloween will be a production between Blumhouse, Miramax, and Trancas International Films, with Blumhouse's Jason Blum and Trancas's Malik Akkad acting as producers.
Wow.
John Carpenter is set to executive produce the next sequel to his 1979 indie film. So this is great news. I mean, the fact that he's coming back to be the executive producer
Yes.
for Halloween fans is fantastic.
And I believe it's going to be a sequel to what?
Well, it says a sequel to the original.
So I guess 1 and 2?
It looks like, yeah.
So it's going to erase, or it's going to erase technically 4, 5, 6, H2O, Halloween Resurrection, and the alternate universe of the other one. What's his name? That did it.
Rob Zombie?
Rob Zombies. Yeah. So it's basically going to be a Halloween 3, I guess. That we've never had a Halloween 3 before. So
it's not just in time.
So I mean, again, we don't really know for sure though, because maybe they'll pick up from, I guess, Halloween Resurrection, or maybe not. I don't know. What do you think?
My next day, I'm quick count 3 and then just make a complete 4, and then they'll call this 4.
Well, I mean, Scott, I mean, what would you do, man, if you're given the keys to the kingdom for Halloween? What is canon? What's not canon? What do you erase? What you don't erase?
Halloween, the first two I keep canon.
Well, of course, the first two are canon, yeah.
Yeah, first two are canon, and then I'd go on from 2.
You wouldn't say 4 and 5 was canon? I mean, I like those. I mean, I don't know. And then erase Curse of Michael 6 and erase H2O and erase.
I would keep, like I said, 1 and 2,
Right.
and then 3 I'm up in the air about. To me, that was
3 doesn't exist. 3 is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a separate thing.
It was just like an enjoyable.
So we could possibly see Jamie. Here's the thing, that this is going to be weird now. Okay, I know this is a new thing where it's a new trend where the writers or directors or whatever kind of just retcon things where they're like, okay, Superman Returns 1 and 2 Superman count, 3 and 4 don't count. This is a sequel to Superman 2, right? And then Alien 5 is, all right, Alien 3 and 4 don't count, but Alien 2. So this is a thing that's been happening lately.
Yes.
But I know it's going to confuse the crap out of people if we see Jamie Lee Curtis fighting Michael Myers. Are we going to see that, Chris? Do you think we're going to see that?
I guess.
I mean, this
Maybe.
is what I'm worried about, because then people are going to be like, "Oh, didn't she?" Honestly, I thought where they went wrong with H2O was the fact that they basically erased 4, 5, and 6. Which 6 I don't care if you erase, but 4 and 5 I kind of liked, and they made it like she died in a car accident with him. But then in this one that she never had kids. It was kind of weird. I don't know. I don't like that they discounted each other. But it's got to be good. I mean, I don't know how he's going to fix it. I really don't. And Loomis, Dr. Loomis is going to be. They're going to have a new Dr. Loomis, obviously.
Yeah, I wouldn't retcon per se the 2 that you were saying. I'd probably hint to them or throw little, not hint to them, but take threads of those 2 and put them in.
I tell you what they have to do. What they're probably going to do is Daniel Harris is probably going to play Laurie Strode or something, I guess. Because, for one, fans absolutely love her. Like, they can't get enough of her in the Halloween movies. And she's been in, when she was a kid, 4 and 5. And then she was in the Rob Zombie ones, right? 1 and 2. So, I mean, this time, I mean, I don't know. But I would say you have to have her in there. Somehow.
If they're going to go the Jamie Lee Curtis way, then at least try to find someone, I don't want to say 100% resembles her, but try to find an actress to where they resemble her just enough to where you don't have to do so much makeup to.
But now, it's in the past or is it in the present? I mean, it's got to be in the present, I would think, because then it's like, this is going to be really difficult.
We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out, because it's we're only speculating at the moment. When we get more ideas from it, then we can make a better judgment.
Because where do you pick up where it left off? I mean, it's just this is a mess.
That's the tricky part. That's why I was saying the whole thing about.
Unless you say it's a sequel to Resurrection, where maybe Jamie Lee Curtis didn't die in the institution when you thought she died. And maybe you somehow throw Daniel Harris in there to connect it to 4 and 5 and say that she didn't really die either, and I don't know what the hell 6 number. But then, it's, you're going to have a damn guide to figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be able to make it easy for people. Because some people with the horror, they don't believe in alternate realities and multiverse and stuff like that. So now you're getting, like, really complicated, like Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, and it's just a horror movie. It's supposed to be basic, so...
Yeah, that's like I said. That's why I didn't care for the.
And he said it was a sequel.
Like 1 and 2, a sequel to 1 and 2, didn't he?
Well, I don't know. Chris,
about Carrie, the remake of Carrie, I liked it up until the whole "let's destroy the street" scene. That little tidbit is the one part of that movie I didn't like. Otherwise, everything before and after they did good, but that whole "let's destroy the entire street," it just really made
it ruined it. John, Chris, what do you want to say?
Yeah, Chris, you a famous? Do you like the Halloween movies or no?
No.
You're not into it, right?
Nope.
Okay. All right. All right. What else do we have? We have 2 other ones, right? We're gonna do another horror cast at some point in time, but let's go into the other 2.
We have this Resident Evil article, Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. Apparently, there are some leaked or low-res images from the trailer. Honestly, I'm happy that this is the last one of these because I can't stand this series. I think that it ruins everything about Resident Evil, and I can't wait for these to go away.
Well, I got to tell you, they are going to reboot Resident Evil movies.
That's what I'm hearing, yeah.
And Resident Evil 7 is coming out, which I'm happy about that. So I don't know if they're going to. I think 7's coming out this year. I think.
I've only seen 2 of them.
At least I hope.
First one.
I doubt this year.
Not this year. Next year.
I really do.
Okay, E3 it's going to be, right? I kind of think that the reboot will happen in 2019 or 20. So that's a long way off. But again, as much as people liked it or didn't like it or hated it or loved it, it has been a box office success for the company where people, like you said, Chris, if you stand against it and you don't go see it, then you can make sequels to it because it doesn't make money. But obviously, people have flocked to the theaters to see it.
Don't you think the majority of them are the gamers, though? Because
I think it's a whole different generation that I think it's like the young kids are like, this is great, and they don't know any better. You know,
honestly, this is because I know that these movies, they do well financially, but critically they do not.
Right.
They get panned a lot, and this is another series that has that magic touch like Transformers. Like, so many people dislike them, yet everybody goes to see them. And I really don't understand why. I've seen many reviews from Resident Evil 1, the first one that came out, the movie. That people didn't really like that. And then 2 really kind of put the nail in it, with 3 being the final one where people are like, okay, I can't stand these. Yet 4, 5, 6, and now, or whatever we're up to with movies, they all do well, like Joe said, financially. And it's like, if you don't like them, why are you going?
Mm-hmm.
Don't go.
You know what the thing is? It's the budget's like $33 million, right?
Right.
And then it does 240, and it's like, even though it's like, and overseas people are seeing it too, by the way. So this is like horror movies. I gotta tell you, if you make a horror movie and it's $10 million budget, and you don't make the money, you screw up. That's screwed up, because you should be able to be successful about 75% of the time, because the budget's so low. You just need to be good writing, good whatever, and you can't screw it up. So Resident Evil,
good scary movie.
You add them up all together, it comes out to almost $1 billion. And it's like, wow. So of course they spend $30 million. They're definitely going to be a success, because even if they just need one good week here. And then $33 million, boom, you made your budget back. And then overseas you make $190 million, which has been happening. Overseas has been like, people have been like going to see all this stuff. It's like they've never seen this stuff.
That's why they release it overseas before they do it here in the States half the time, because they know.
You never had that in the past.
That's their cash cow.
Right.
Yeah.
You never had that.
Because that's the thing, though, with horror movies. You don't need a big budget. You can have a small budget and still be successful with them if you do them right.
Right.
And then you get to a situation like Chucky, right, where they says, all right, you know what, we're going to go a different route. We're going to go direct to DVD. And then the thing blew up. Like, it was phenomenal. And it's like, which it greenlit 2 damn sequels.
Yeah.
It said, forget about the reboot. We ain't doing that crap. And it's like, oh my God. And even Fright Night, okay, it was successful enough to do something with it. So they did a sequel reboot to DVD, which I never even seen that one.
I didn't even know about that until you said something about it.
I mean, it's on Netflix. I gotta watch it, and I'm like, oh my God,
And the Puppet Master done well, didn't it?
Puppet Master, like, Full Moon's been doing the Puppet Masters, but now we're hearing that it's going to be rebooted by some other company. Hopefully that's good, but they still have a new Puppet Master coming out in August, I believe. So. And then we got Friday the 13th. That's they said is going smoothly. We got Scream that's going to be on Saturday, I think. And I've liked the Scream TV series. So
Exorcist and all.
We've had, what they've had? They've had movies. Oh, good. Now that we're doing horror, I could review The Witch. Okay, so me and Sharon, we like to watch horror movies. I mean, in case you didn't know, Matrix, I just don't watch sci-fi and time travel and action. I watch horror. I like horror.
Revelation.
Yeah, Revelation. So So I was like, all right, I'm dying to see The Witch, right, or The Vitch, or whatever the hell it is, right? So they said Stephen King says he got scared and all that stuff, and I'm saying to myself, come on, really? Stephen King got scared of this movie? I was like, I gotta see what's happening. I mean, maybe it's got to be good, right? Stephen King says it was great or whatever. So stupid me. I'm like, all right, let's pay the. Where's the $5? I'll pay the $5.
Oh.
So I'm watching this, and I'm like, and mind you, there was some people here from Game of Thrones.
They look as I did 5 minutes.
Right. So I'm like, and here's the thing, right? I understand. I mean, they really embarrass the past.
And watch the rest. Of it.
They really embarrass the past because they make them like they're so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like the kids were acting up, and the teenage coming of age daughter or whatever, the hormones and everything, I guess, and so she's like, "Oh, if you don't behave, I'll become a witch, and I'll like chop you up or whatever," right? So this is ancient times, but she's like lying to the kids to scare them, right? But back then it was like ridiculous because all the kids had to do was just go tell the mother. She just said she's a witch. And oh my God, because they were all like praying every day, like Jesus, oh my God, Jesus, praying, freaking, like I don't know how, all day long. Like, and so now, once in a while, they're in the wild, they're going milking a cow or something, And she got a little brave, and she's like lying or something. So it's like, oh, so of course stuff happens because these people were fanatics, religious fanatics, right? And the guy, I guess, was too big for his britches, where he's more godly than the town that's godly. Yes, so they kicked him out. And what he says, either listen to us or get out, because you're really getting to be ahead of yourself. And he's like, I believe in God, I'm doing the right way, and we're going to leave. So he takes his whole family, tons of kids. He's got to build a house. They got to live in. Are you crazy? You got to build the house now. You got to build all this stuff.
The baby.
There's no food. Like, what are you, crazy? How do you? This is where it's unbelievable. It's like there's no like. How do you? You got to grow crops, right? So it's going to take you like a year to grow the crops. It's going to take you an effing year to grow. So what are you eating, right? So I'm like trying to figure this out, and then of course, because this creepy area, there's a freaking witch that's chilling there, of course. So this witch is like, oh, people just moved in. So they got to make it like Game of Thrones or something where, you know, she's old, and if she kills things, she becomes younger. So the stupid girl was like a teenager. Mm-hmm. She goes like, and when did you learn peekaboo back in ancient times? She's like, peekaboo, peekaboo. And I'm like this
Revelation again.
I'm like, this is the 1600s. Right? How are you getting this from?
Going peekaboo. Like,
are you going to start singing her? Are you going to start singing her Dora the Explorer? Going on a berry hunt. Going to pick some trees. I'm like, what the F is this? So I'm like, and half the things like we couldn't understand it, right? They're talking in tongues, and I'm like, what? I kept rewinding, like, what did he say? What did he say? You know? So finally, the stupid girl, she goes like, peekaboo. The kid's gone, right? This old freaking witch. Must have been like powers like the Flash.
Yep.
And she grabs the baby, and she like chops up the baby and bathes in his blood, and she becomes super young, which is like ill. Okay. She kills the dog. Long story short, I'm sorry for spoiling whatever, but long story short, she kills the kid. She kills this. She kills. So then they got the two brats that are left, right, and the teenage daughter, and they're like, "Mommy, she's a witch. She said this, right?" So they're like, right away they believe her. Like, it's like, oh, nobody lies in this time zone. You know, it's like, you're a witch, and he's grabbing his daughter by the hair. And but then the father gets crazy. He thinks all the kids are bewitched. So he throws them in the damn barn with the friggin' animals. And this piece of garbage is sleeping in the bed. Like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? And he's praying to God, please. You know, like, but you're putting your kids in a barn with like animals. So of course the witch kills the other kids. The witch kills everybody. Then the goat's talking like a demon voice, like he's the devil to the girl. And of course, because she's a teenager, it's like Friday the 13th, whatever. It's like, oh, join us, whatever. And then she becomes a witch. She takes off all her clothes and she's like floating in the air, like, oh!
Revelation 666.
This movie was horrible. Horrible.
Yes.
Horrendous.
Yes, Joe, I will fully agree with you.
It was worth it.
I watched 5 minutes of, 10 minutes of it, shut it off. Then I go, okay, I gotta see it. I know it's bad, but it's one of the bad movies that are so bad you gotta see the end. I go back, watch another 5 to 15 minutes of it, shut it off, and
horrible. What if you say right?
I was gonna say it was worse than a B movie.
Did you see it, right?
Yeah, I hated it. I couldn't. I watched it once and I thought to myself, I couldn't stand this at all.
But you know what it is? I could see where they're going. They're trying to make like Blair Witch or different things or whatever, right? It was garbage. But then I'm saying to myself, well, the king of horror, like,
he's scared because of this.
What did he need?
Scared of?
Well, he could have that girl taking off all her clothes. He was like, what? No. Or is it the baby?
I'm like, how did he like this? I don't know, but you know what? He liked it, okay. But I didn't like it, so and I'm nobody special.
Unless he was scared because the baby got killed and she bathed in his blood.
I don't know. Let me tell you something. Don't go see the witch, whatever. Horrible. And we saw the boy, by the way, because I was like, oh man, now all Walking Dead people doing horror movies now. So we had Maggie did. You saw that too?
Spare yourself.
You saw the boy?
No, I did. A buddy at work did, and he said, "Spare yourself."
Yeah, it went in a direction that was just like, oh, really? I thought it was something else. You know, when you see the trailer and you're like, okay, maybe the doll was possessed, or maybe whatever. And then it just totally went in a different direction that was freakish, and I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. It was
That's how
terrible.
I felt Box. I saw the trailer and I thought, oh, this is good. It started off being real good, and they went off some sci-fi-ish, otherworldly thing. It was totally
It's funny you brought that up, Scott, because I remember it. I was like, oh, Franklin Joa, this is going to be good. And then I'm watching it, and I'm like, what?
What movie is this?
The Box.
The Box?
Oh, it was a gift.
Oh, God.
What was it? Was it 24 hours or a year to give it up? I forget. But
I don't even remember. All I remember is they were like, well, this is how we destroyed Mars. And I was like,
yeah.
You're joking, right?
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, you're kidding me, right?
Right.
I mean, it would have been so good if it kept it as a supernatural thing. But then they had to go off on this whole, let's destroy Mars, let's, these strange obelisks were transporters and all this other garbage.
And same thing with what do you call it? The Paranormal Activity Ghost Dimension was like reboot of Poltergeist continued, because it was like, and of course it's predictable. So now it's a time travel horror movie, because now they're in the past, and of course they always die. They always die. The freaking ghost breaks their legs, breaks them in half. So how is it good if it's the same shit? It's the same thing. Do something different. Now you're time traveling. That makes no sense. I mean, shit, we just seen time traveling on Game of Thrones. This is blowing my mind now.
I don't know.
They have horror movies that time travel now.
I don't know about you, but Paranormal Activity is getting boring now.
It's done. It's done.
I saw one. I saw The Chosen One, and it's like,
this is done. It's done. It's time.
I remember. I went with two of my friends to see one Paranormal Activity movie. It was one of the recent ones, and I was laughing. Like I remember. You guys might know which one I'm talking about when I say this, but I remember that there was one where the ghost was standing behind a woman. She was like in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
And it had a sheet over its head.
Right.
And I was like, this is laughable.
Right.
I have no idea how anybody they always have on the commercials the night vision cameras of the people in the theater,
right.
And they're like, ah! Ah! And like they're screaming their heads off like they're getting murdered, and I'm sitting there like, you gotta be kidding! There's nothing scary in these movies. It's ridiculous. I was laughing. I was like, that ghost actually has a sheet over its head. This ghost is trolling. It's not trying to scare anybody. It's trolling people.
They must have hired the actress or actor from Fear the Walking Dead.
You know what movie you gotta see?
Oh no.
M. Night Shyamalan has some hits and some misses.
Oh.
So when you go to the movie, you're like Two-Face. You flip the coin. What is it going to be? Is this going to be a good movie? Is this going to be a bad movie? So I'm telling Sharon, I'm like, you know what? There's been some stinkers. This has got to be the good movie. You know, we went. I mean, she liked it. We went to see The Visit. You know, because the moment we saw the grandmother go, I'm cooking in the oven. Would you go in the oven and stuff? I'm like, oh, I got to see this. Let me tell you something. I loved it. I loved it.
I'm not into.
Let me tell you something. This movie has a twist. No, it has a twist. You got to see it. It was great. It was great.
I remember my friends and I, when she saw the trailer for it, she called me that night, and we were trying to figure, like, we were throwing out ideas about what the twist was going to be. Yeah. And I was like, I bet you the air conditioning is spawning nanobots that are taking over people's minds. But then when I found out what the real twist was, I was like, oh, actually, that's pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I don't want to give it away. I don't even want to give it away because we're in the movie. Great flick. It's like, how stupid can people be? But okay.
At least it couldn't be any worse than a ghost having a sheet over his head.
Right.
When I saw that part in the commercial, what you just said, like when they were like, when she was like, "Can you get into the oven to clean it?" I was like, "No, Grandma, I don't think I will."
Right. Like,
I'm gonna go now. Like, what?
Who would do that? It would, don't they have a thing called a stick? That,
Seriously.
like, what happened? Like, what is this? But you know what, though? Stupid people would do that.
Yep.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'll go over.
Too much Metamucil there, Grandma, or...
Oh, hello, dear. Can you go into the oven, please?
It's like, let's go
in it.
and let's swim around.
I've just got 2 words for you, Grandma. Fuck and no.
No, I just say I'm out of here. See ya. I'm not visiting you again. Bye.
Hell no.
You and Grandpa are on your own. I'm going home.
Yeah,
Hell no. Hell no.
No. I'd go into the bedroom and get a sheet over my head and scare her to death.
Hell no. Well, now we got M. Night Shyamalan doing Tales of Crypt.
We've got tickets to go see The Witch, so you
Yeah,
can go
skip that.
No, the only witch I want to see is the Scarlet Witch.
Skip
really.
the bitch. Skip the bitch because it was terrible.
It was more like the bitch.
It's like Ghost in the Shell. This is Ghost in the Sheet. I mean, I'm like, this is supposed to be a demonic force, and it's standing there in a sheet.
Right. Well.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I said. That's why I said
Chris, the budget wasn't there. You know.
That's why I said they probably hired the person from Fear the Walking Dead and said, "Fuck it, I'm not paying you enough."
I gotta run.
You know, somebody in the audience they asked Robert Kirkman if there's gonna be a crossover with Fear the Walking Dead, and if I was there, I'd be like, "Fucking why? Like, why would they be good enough to be with Rick and all of them?"
Because they'll have sheets over their heads. No,
They'd be the people that died that you never even got to see.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's two. Yeah, that's them. Yeah.
you could just imagine that if The Rock was doing an horror movie, he'd be like, "I'm not putting a sheet over my head."
The Rock is doing Big Trouble in Little China remake. That's
Really?
What?
Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh yeah, that I saw. Yeah.
Just think about that, though, right? What horror movie villain would go after The Rock, though? Like, seriously. He's not like a teenager. If Jason came up to him, The Rock would be like, yeah? And then he'd give him a rock bottom.
Jason, Freddy, or Michael Myers would. But Chucky would get, like, ripped apart in, like, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And everybody else.
The witch would get laughed at.
He made a theory with the
Let's see The Rock versus everybody. That's what we need to see. Put The Rock in Crystal Lake, put The Rock in Haddonfield, and put The Rock with the box with Hellraiser. You open the box.
What they never said, though, was like, what happens if you don't open the box?
Yeah.
Does the plan fail? Like,
No, you turn into a ghost in a sheet.
No, but you know what'd be great? You know how they keep promoting The Ring and The Grudge, right? The battle with each other, right? So have somebody go to Crystal Lake with the box, and then they throw it at Jason, and then they go like this, and it's like...
But Jason wouldn't have any use for the box, though.
He would throw it, and then it would just, turn. That would be funny.
No, they'll just get Seth Rogen in there and throw the box at him.
You want to know a weird fact? In the Halloween universe, Screams are movies, right? And in the Scream universe, Halloween's are movies. Because in Scream, no, they're not. But Scream, they're watching the Halloween movie, and in the Halloween movie, they're watching Scream, which was like Halloween H2O or Resurrection or something. It was like whatever.
That'd be a good crossover.
I finally figured it out. I know how they can defeat Jason.
Oh no.
Have Rangu playing on the TV. He comes walking in, sees it, phone rings, and says he's got 24 hours. Boom.
The only way to beat him, they did beat him, freeze him for like 500 years. Like they did. And then he wakes up in the future and he's on spaceships. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Scott, if he says to him he's got 24 hours, he'll be like, "I'm going on a killing spree now."
Yeah. All right, gang. That's it for tonight.
Oh.
We'll be back.
I know, Scott's lost it.
We got the midnight release tonight of DC Rebirth. We'll be doing shows probably about it tomorrow. So And I'm waiting for some Doctor Who news, by the way, too.
I'll send you the site, but they were talking about there was a few people did some spoilers about Rebirth, and they were quite hacked up about it.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
good night, guys. Take care. Bye for now.